Yes. Okay. Yeah. The main agenda for today is many-to-many relationship. So already we gone through like all the lookup, master, external, hierarchy, and indirect, and we know what are the different object in Salesforce. So basically in Salesforce, we have just I will give a high level overview. The standard object we have, there is no extension to it, which is account, contact, case. There are so many objects available in Salesforce. Yeah. Custom object means which is created by the users, and the extension is always end up with double underscore C. For example, employee double underscore C. So if I show you that in Salesforce on the object manager, here this means it's a custom object. This means it's a standard object. Here itself we can see it. And other than that, we do have an external object. Mainly this external object used for integration purpose. So if you want to integrate with SAP or Oracle or any third party system which is providing a authentication connections, OAuth 4.0 or OAuth 2.0, at that time we can use the external object. The extension of the external object is double underscore X. We created that as well. So quickly I can show you that. Oh, we didn't create one. I'm not sure which arg we created it. Okay, it's end up with a double underscore X. And then big objects. So like to store the millions of billions of records, basically we will go for a big object. So the extension of the big object is double underscore B. So these are all you need to know. And other than that, we have a custom settings, double like underscore CS, and custom metadata underscore MTD, and knowledge double underscore KAV. Now, these are all the main objects. Between these objects, if you want to make the relationship, so the relationship will be lookup, master, or external, or hierarchy. Lookup can be done between standard object to standard object, or standard object to custom object, or custom object to standard object, or custom object to custom objects, or between external object to external object. You can use the lookup relationship. Where in case of master, only custom object to custom object, or custom object to a standard objects. So in this case, most of the time, like in standard object always act as a parent record, and the custom object always act as a child record in these scenarios. Now after that we gone through the lookup relationship and master relationship details. Now let's look at the many-to-many relationship. So how we will create a many-to-many relationship. So can you give me one example for the many-to-many relationship? Anyone? What is meant by many-to-many relationship first of all, and how we will create it, how we will create, how you will achieve them in Salesforce?
One
One
person can buy so many products. One product can buy by so many persons.
Yeah. So basically, customer and product. What else? Any other example?
one field can be used in like the result of one field can be used in other fields.
Sorry, fields.
The result of one field can be used in another field.
No, I'm talking about the relationship, like how, like a real time scenario. Give me one example, like for
Oh,
say,
real time scenario.
yeah, customer product. So one customer can buy a multiple product, and one product can be associated to a multiple customers. So basically, in this scenario, we are going to have a many-to-many relationship. Same way, policy. One customer can enroll a one single policy. Same policy can be enrolled by multiple customers, right?
Right.
So between these two, we need to have a many-to-many relationship. Same way, customer and asset. So asset means maybe the company assets, car, laptop, or something like that. So now, again, each laptop they have a brands, but yeah, each laptop they have like a dedicated numbers, but the laptop is basically one asset. So asset can have a multiple customers, and same way, like I can say not as a customer, employee. Employee with asset. Yeah, so I created like a car and a laptop and maybe a chair and bench, all the like, yeah, kind of assets I created it, and that assets will be associated to an employee. While associating it, we may need to have a detailed information. So let's say what is the asset, like a laptop. I'm giving a laptop to an employee. Now, after associating it, I need to know what is the laptop model, what is the brand, what is the like a software look like. Yeah, we can capture it additionally. But between employee and asset, it's a many-to-many relationship. So one asset can be associated to a multiple employee. One employee can have a multiple assets. So these are all the real-time scenarios. Now let's look at like employee and assets based on our system implementation. We have an employee and salaries. Now I am going to have asset also one more object. Okay. So first of all, once if you identify the objects, so to create a many relationship, you need to identify the two objects. So now we know what are the two objects. Employee is the one object, asset is the one object, right? And we need to create a junction object, which is the additional one more custom objects. To have like this, to link two objects, you need to have additional one more object. I will say enrollment. Okay, so employee can enroll one assets, or let's say like employee, we are having a course. Let's put like this, maybe training course. Yeah, so employee can have a multiple courses. One course can have a multiple employees, right? That is the more logic in our examples. So now we need to identify the two parent object, which is these two, one employee and another one more like a training courses. And we need to create a junction object, which is called again one more custom object, which is enrollment from our scenario, or I would say course enrollment. Then while creating a junction objects, the reference key always auto number. While creating a junction object, the reference key always junction objects. No need to create a tab for junction objects. No need to create a tab for these junction objects. In junction object, these junction objects created two master detail or lookup relationship, one for first parents and one for another parent. Okay, so these are all the different steps to create a many-to-many relationship between the objects. Now, let's look at in practical. Already we have employee objects. Now I'm going to create a training course is one of the another objects. So to create an object, click on the object manager, create objects.
Sampath, I have a question here regarding the label. Is there any limitation on number of characters that we can type in label name?
80.
80, okay.
Yeah. Label not 80, sorry. Inside the value will be a 80 for the first value, but this one up to 255 character limit.
Okay.
Yeah. Whenever like you are entering it, that value by default field value is maximum 80. I will say training course name. Yeah, course name is relevant actually. So training course name, text field. So this field maximum 80, not more than 80 characters. So I'm creating a custom object now, which is not like a junction object. This is additional more parent object.
Sorry, can you go back a little bit? I have a question. So label is the name of our field.
This is not the field. This is the object.
Oh, this is the object.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is
then
the object I am creating it.
Okay, and can you just scroll down a bit? So what is the difference between this, the record name here?
Yeah, this is basically, it's a reference key on this table. So whenever we are making a relationship, this is the one default field will create automatically whenever if we create a table in Salesforce. So whenever if we create an object in Salesforce, there will be a default record name field. This is the one field will create automatically. So this field we call it as a reference field, basically reference key in this table.
Okay. So why it is because you have given a different name than the object name.
Yeah, because this is the name of the, I will say even course name, simple. So this is the record. So let's say I will show you like after creating it. Just give me a minute.
Sure.
I'm creating a tab for this. Now I created an object, right? So once if we create an object, by default here, this is the default field which we enter it. And these are all system fields which will generate automatically these three fields. Now, if I go back to the application, just wait for it, like the tab needs to be appear. I'm waiting for the tabs. Okay, so I think Supriya is not joining today. So yeah, that's fine. I will go back to the classic and come back again. So yeah. What happened? Still like the tab is not up here. Maybe I didn't include it in the object. So let's applications. I removed all the applications. Add more, and what is the tab name? So which is training course. Yeah, if I removed the checkbox, I remember that. Yeah. Okay. So now you will see you created an object alone. Now you will see that default field, one field. So this is the default field which we entered in that while creating an object. So if I go to an object and create a new objects, you will see here the record name.
Okay, that's the field name, right?
That is the field name over here. So whatever you are entering, it will appear as a first field. That is a default field generated by Salesforce. Then API name of that field is, it's a name. This is the name. Look.
Right.
We cannot change it, and the character limit is 80. We cannot change this as well.
Okay.
But the label, yes, you can go and change it. This label, you can change anything.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, this is the reference key for this table. Using this reference key, you can link it to other table. So whenever if you link this table to another table, let's say like you have a training course. Let's say like I'm going to create a Salesforce administrator as a training course. Okay, Salesforce administrator is the one of the course. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I have created a couple of courses. Now, see, we have only one field. Now, if you want to capture like additional fields, so where you will capture it? So we have to create additional fields on the object. So go back to the object manager, which is training courses. Then use this field to create a new fields. So here you can have any fields. I think this is the session you missed it, I believe. So yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting it.
I will go ahead and create like a course ID or something like that. Okay. Now let's come back to that later. Now we have an employee object. These are all the list of employees, and we have a course objects. Now maybe William, this is one employee. He is interested to learn Salesforce. He is interested to learn PMP. He is interested to learn MS Excel. Now, how do you associate these courses to an employee? Now, how do we create a relationship? Right. Basically, you need to create a relationship between employee and training courses, right?
By using the junction object.
Why? Why we need a junction object?
Because one employee is having too many courses, right?
Yeah. Then in that case, like within the course, I can go and pick the employee, right?
Sorry?
In a course, in the course, like whenever I'm creating a course, I can pick the employee. This course is related to which employee?
But
So
you got
assume like
multiple
here I have
courses
one
as
more
well,
field,
right?
employee.
Yeah. But you
And I
got
can pick
multiple
the
courses,
employee.
like Sampath. Multiple courses can have.
Sorry, go ahead, Manjunath.
Yeah, multiple courses, like you got like a couple of courses here.
So in
They
this
can
course,
choose,
you
like,
can
different
choose the
employee can-
employee, and again another course you can choose the employee. So assume like there will be one employee field. Let's say like I'm going to create a lookup to an employee on the training course. Actually, this is incorrect. So just I'm going to show you what is the issue and what we are trying to achieve. So now I am creating just a lookup. Assume like I am creating a lookup. Okay. Now if I refresh this, now if I edit, so any one of the course like a PMP, edit. See here there is an employee. I'm going to pick the employee. Now same way, if I go to MS Excel, I'm going to pick an employee, William. Now if I go to an employee, so William enrolled 2 courses, PMP, MS Excel. Right?
Sampath, how it is reflecting here, because you do not have that field here. How it is reflecting here?
Because I created a lookup relationship between employee and a training course.
Okay, okay.
So on the training course, I created a one more field called employee, this one.
Okay.
So basically I am linking this object, these 2 objects, sorry. If I go back here, so we have an employee object. I don't want to delete all these examples, maybe like, yeah, somebody, yeah. So let's say we have an employee and we have a training course. Now, if we link these 2 objects, if you are making the relationship, this is the parent and this is the child, means in child, go ahead and create a lookup relationship with the employee. So then this course will go as a related list in the employee page. So if I look at the employee, so once if you took a lookup or master, it will come as a related list over here. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, got it.
Now, is this relationship is correct? Whatever I created, is that correct? So now let's assume John also would like to learn PMP course or Salesforce admin course. So how we will achieve that? So William, yes, we went to the each courses and we assign the William. Now John also want to learn same Salesforce developer course. So how we will do that? See, at the moment what we done is one course, basically one employee can have a many courses. One to many only we done it. One employee can have a many courses. Yeah, one employee can have a many courses. But look at another employee, again you have to create a other courses. So if I go and create a new course, I'm in the John. If I go and create a new course, so let's say he is also interested in Salesforce admin. Salesforce admin. What will happen? It's created a one course over here, but in the overall object, it get created duplicate. Correct? So which is not right. So we don't want that. So like let's say you have 100 employees, you may end up with creating 100 duplicate record for each courses, which is incorrect. So now what we need is between the employee and training course, we need a many-to-many relationship. So employee and training, we need a many-to-many. So one employee can have a multiple training courses. One training course can associate a multiple employee. That's where the many-to-many relationship come in. So to create a many-to-many relationship, you need to have another one more object called enrollment. So which is junction object. You can call it as anything. I will say course enrollment.
So Sampath, now this employee and training course both are parent objects, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why to create a many-to-many relationship, you need to follow this procedure. So you need to identify the two parent object. This is the parent object, this is the parent object. So these two objects will act as a parent. And this one will act as a child basically. So create additional one more called, create additional one more object called junction objects, which is this one. And while creating junction objects, the reference key field, the default field will be auto number. No need to create a tab because this will be accessed from the parent object, any one of these parent objects. And in junction object, create a two master detail relationship. Basically, these objects create a two master detail. One is employee and another one is training course. So I will quickly show you that. And before that, I am going to remove this lookup relationship. I don't want this because that is wrong. So now create a one more object, which is another junction object called course enrollment. Okay, here is not a text field. You have to go for a ID field. Basically, course enrollment ID. I will go ahead with the auto number. Course enrollment ID or enrollment ID. That's it. I think course enrollment ID or whatever it is, simple CEID. Yeah. Yeah, this will be a auto number. Like don't make it as a text field. If you are making as a text field, it will confuse you. So no need a text field. Auto number always. And no need to create a tab, unnecessary tab. So just save it. Now from this junction object, create a two relationship. Either it could be a master or either it could be a lookup. I will go ahead with the master. One for one first parent, which is employee. And another for courses, the training courses. Okay. Now I created 2 master detail relationship. Now if I try to create additional one more master detail, I cannot, because we reached the limits. We can have maximum 2 master detail relationship per object, not more than that.
Sampath, what is the difference between the master relationship and the local relationship?
Yeah, I think like you missed that. We will go through
Oh,
that like
okay.
maybe some other day. Yeah, this is the
Okay.
difference.
Okay. No worries. We'll go through
Yeah,
later.
we'll go through that. No worries. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll go through one day. So now I just completed it. Now if I go for an employee, here I can see course enrollment. I can simply associate it to any of the course. See here, now it's become a lookup. I can pick it up, Salesforce administrator, and I save it. Same way, if I look for another employee, William, I can pick it up one course, which is the same course, administrator, or I can associate like another one more course, which is PMP. So now the same course. Now if I look at the Salesforce administrator, I can see 2 employee associated with it. This is the employee first enrollment. This is the second enrollment. We can put additional column here, employee names. We will do that actually. So that is the use of. Now it won't create any duplicate record. Just go to the developer, and here you can associate an employee. So this course, William enrolled it. Same course, I am going to enroll for different employee, John. Same course, again I am going to enroll for Peter. So for developer course, there are 3 employee enrolled it. Yeah. So that's where like the many-to-many relationship is very important. So wherever like if you want to create a many-to-many relationship, you need to identify the 2 parent objects and create a junction object called one more custom object called a junction object. It's a few new objects, and then on the junction object create a 2 master or lookup relationship, one for first parent and another for another parent. Is that clear?
Yeah, Sampath, you said a 2 master data relationship can have, right?
Yeah.
But what you created is only one, right? Oh, you mean okay.
So in the course enrollment
So
junction
you have to
object,
treat each as a single, yeah?
yeah, employee is the one object, training course is the another another parent.
Okay.
This is the one parent and
Okay.
this is the one parent.
Okay.
See here, in junction object, create a 2 master or lookup detail relationship. One relationship for first parent and another relationship for second parent.
Okay. I got it. Yeah.
So these are
So
all
you
the
have to treat that the junction object as a child, right?
Yes. So in this scenario,
Okay.
these 2 as a parent. This is child.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay. So it's again very important. So to understand the many-to-many relationship. Any other questions? Anyone? Hello. So
Sampath.
yeah. If there is no doubts, yeah, we maybe like we have 1 minute, less than a minute, it will be disconnect. So once it disconnected, I think yeah, we can go through the functions. Let's wait for like yeah, in a minute. So in the meantime, I will open the function sheets. So here is the functions. Okay, and operator, case, if logic also, I think yesterday we finished it. The next one is null. So check whether the statement is null or not. Okay. So is null is basically check whether the particular expression is null. Determine if the expression is null. If it's null, it will return a true. Otherwise, false. Yeah, it's very straightforward. So if you want to check like any of the date field, let's say like if the date field is null, or if there is any text field is null, so you can go for it. Or if the number field is null, you can go for it. So for example, again, I am not sure like how many of you guys like completed the task, this number 7.